Hello everyone, this is an introductory video on full stack development. Let's begin with what is full stack development. Full stack development refers to the web development taking place in both front and back ends of a website, that is development of client side segment along with the server side segment. This type of applications has three main layers. The first one is the demonstration layer, that is the front end section. The second one is the back-end layer, that is the business logic layer, and the third one is the database. The combination of these three layers forms a full stack. Front end. Front end is a software program or a website that the user interacts directly to do a particular task. This is also known as client side of an application. Front end is created using some of the front end languages like HTML, CSS and JavaScript, and some popular front end frameworks are AngularJS, React.js, Bootstrap, etc. The next is back end. It is also known as content management system. Back end is a software that delivers accessible to the information that the user requires to the application. This refers to the server side of the website. And the third one is the database. This is for storing the data in an organized way for the easy accessible. So we all know full stack application is a combination of front end and back end. How these front end and back end communicate to each other or exchange information to do a particular task? The answer is through API. API is an application programming interface, which is a software intermediary that allows two applications to talk to each other. Whenever a user sends a request or user ask for some information to the client side of the application, the server receives the request and perform necessary action on it and sends the result to the client side. This is all happening via API only. In simple terms, it takes the request from the user and sends it to the service provider, and then again sends the result generated from the service provider to the desired user. In our to-do list application, the front end is created using React.js. React.js is a JavaScript library used for building reusable UI components. And the API here is Swagger. Swagger is a framework which allows us to define the API structure automatically so that two machines can communicate easily. For backend purposes, we are using MySQL Relational Database Management System developed by Oracle, that is based on SQL. We will run our to-do list application. First we need to start the API. Once we execute the API in the Visual Studio, Swagger API is generated. Since it is configured by default, it has two methods. One is get method and the second one is the post method. The get method is used for storing the get method is used for retrieving the information from the server. Since we haven't added anything in our application, it returns an empty array. The post method is used for store the information that is entered by the user. The initial example value is given here. Now we will run our application. To run the React app, give the command npm start. This is our to-do list application. The add new for is adding the new task, and the my task is the tasks that are added. Initially the task list is empty as we haven't added any tasks still now. We can cross check into our database also. We are using MySQL Workbench. Here you can see that the table task item is empty. Now I am going to add a new task. Clicking on add will add the task into the database as well as in the application. To view the list of tasks, clicking on my task. Now you can see that the task is added. We can check in the database also. I'll run the commands. Here you can see that the task is added. I hope you find this video useful. Thank you for watching.